And now, Effective Communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
Have you heard? The sky is falling. Yeah, the sky is falling. Oh my gosh. Did you hear what Henny Penny had to say? Chicken Little, the classic popular European folk tale. Oh, if you haven't read it or you haven't heard about it, you're going to hear about it today, because sometimes, these things just come right back and slap us in the face, don't they? Phil Zeller, Effective Communication. Have you noticed recently there's some people saying the sky is falling just like Henny Penny did? And some of you are saying, Phil, who the heck is Henny Penny? Well, Henny Penny, of course, is Chicken Little, another name, a.k.a. Chicken Little. But if you know this story, what happened was Henny Penny, Chicken Little was out there, and an acorn fell on Henny Penny's head. And, of course, she thought, boom, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. I got hit in the head. And so she goes in a panic, and she tells all of her friends on her way to tell the king that the sky is falling. And, of course, her friends love her. They appreciate her, and they buy into it. They buy into her panic and her hysteria that the sky is falling because an acorn fell on her head. So, obviously, that must be what's going on. And, of course, as the story goes, they find out that eventually the sky is not falling. But there's a lot more to the adventure. If you want to go back and see the classic European folktale, go ahead and look into Chicken Little. But the reality is there's a lot of people in this day and age doing the exact same thing. They're creating instability and panic out there because they are creating issues without evidence and without clarity. And the challenge is when you put people on edge like that, they buy into it like Henny Penny's friends did. They bought into her panic, and because they loved her and appreciated her, and so they wanted to show that concern and empathy for what she was saying. And they started to feel that same way. And the challenge is, if you feel the same way, you got to stop for a moment and ask yourself, why are you panicking? What's really going on? Because I'll give you the stats. Dale Carnegie said, use the law of averages to outlaw your worries. And you think about all the stuff you worry about in your life, and 100% of your worries, and there's been a lot of studies, most notably the one at Cornell University in the United States, that talked about how much actually happens based upon the things that you were worried about. And in their study, they found that of the 100% of things that the average person worries about, that only 85% of them, only 85% never happen. How do you like that? That'll pull you in, right? 85% never happen, the things that you worry about. So use the law of averages. If 85% of the stuff you worry about doesn't happen, how much time did you lose? How much time did you waste on it? Can you get that time back? Did you bottle that time? Can you do a do-over? Can you do a retake? I don't think so, unless you got a time machine. And I said this to my son when he was 2 years old. Son, if we can build a time machine, go ahead and build it. We'll be wildly successful. So if you do have a time machine, make sure you reach out to me, Phil Zeller, Effective Communication. And yes, we'll make sure that the rest of the world can benefit from your time machine. But if you don't have a time machine, like most of us don't, ask yourself, are you worrying about stuff that never happens? And statistically, 85% of the things that you worried about haven't happened. So that leaves the last 15%. And of that 15%, the study goes on to share with you that their percentage that around 12%, which is left over, happens, but it's not a big deal. You work right through it. You go through it. It's like a speed bump on the road. You're gonna be okay. You get right through it. But then there's that last 3%, and that last 3% is really the stuff that you should be worried about and concerned about, because it needs to be dealt with, and it does hit you. But that's not the overall percentage. It's only 3%. So ask yourself this question. If you're faced with something you're worried and stressed about, answer this question. What is the problem? What is causing you the worry and stress? Write it down. Then ask yourself, what are the causes of the problem? Write them down. What's causing this problem? And then what are possible solutions that could take care of this problem or issue? And then ask yourself, based upon what you know and the evidence that's in front of you, what is the best possible solution? What is the way forward? And if you do this with the things that you're worried about, oh my gosh, the sky is not falling. You're okay. It's going to be okay. Use the law of averages to outlaw your worries. Make sure you answer the 4 questions. What's the problem? What are the causes of the problem? What are possible solutions? And what's the best possible solution? And if you do this every single time, you will get your sanity back, my friend, and you will save more time in your life. Now go make it happen.